I just wanted to make a quick video here. I don't know if there's anything like this on YouTube. I know I really struggled with this right away. This is going to be the third small block Chevy 350 that I've rebuilt, and you know, every time I do this I find myself wanting to save a little bit more money at the machine shop. And one of the ways that I decided to save money this time was to tackle the oil pump pickup tube and screen assembly by myself. Now, when you initially get your fuel or your oil pump, it does not have the pickup tube assembly on it for a variety of reasons, mainly because each oil pan is a little bit different and you want to make sure that you set that depth yourself. So as you can see, I've got the new pump on here all mocked up with the new tube on it already because I just installed it, but getting there was a little bit difficult, and I just wanted to share an easy way to do that. So the first thing that you want to do is, with your old pump, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this, but with your old pump, you want to either mark the degree of angle here. As you can see, the screen is completely gone in this one. I thought I would be able to reuse it, which was stupid because they're only $11, so don't even waste your time trying to pull this off. But if you did want to pull this off and reuse it, you'd have to heat your old oil pump up with a propane torch or acetylene or whatever you want to do, and then pull this tube out, which is what I did. And then, like I say, I tried cleaning it, and pretty soon nothing was good enough, and I wound up completely ruining it. But like I said, $11 for a brand new one, and you would want to mark the degree here so that you have a reference point of where this is in relationship to the depth. Now, probably the better thing to do would be to take your oil pan and lay a piece of flat material across it, take your tape measure, and then actually get a reading of exactly how deep your pan is. And as you can see, my pan here is about 7 1/8 inch deep. So I know that's my depth. I want to back off from that about 3/8 or 1/2 of an inch. So we'll go with 6 3/4 or so for the new adjustment. So all you need to do is come over here to your motor. Again, just lay a piece of flat material across, and then just measure the angle here where you are. And actually, this one's about a 1/2 inch. I'm coming in at about 6 1/2, which is just fine. Once you get this angle satisfied in relationship to the tape measure, take a Sharpie and draw a line across here. And then you want to make sure that you don't try and install this while it's on the block. Take it off the block, go to a piece of wood or something, or your workbench, and then you know, the difficult part actually comes in. So what I did, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. I wound up making my own tool, and in order to do this, what this is actually a piece of 5/8 inside diameter DOM and 7/8 outside diameter, by the way. And I measured to the middle of it here, about 1/2 of an inch in, and then started cutting downward. And the length of this here is about 1 1/8 inches from the tip to where the inside is showing here. And really what this does is it fits perfectly around here. And when you have this off, once again, you don't ever want to try and pound this in there while it's on the motor. But while you're over at your workbench, you just pound it on, making sure that your line lines up, and then you'll have it perfectly in there. This piece of DOM, I actually bought a 18 inch stick at my local steel shop, and it costs $3.11. So they actually sell a tool like this on like Jegs and Summit, but I don't really see the point in buying that because it's like $30, and this is something I'm going to use 2 or 3 times, and probably, you know, if I lose it, I'm not out $30. So, but it worked just fine. Just take your time and make sure that you have this on the lip perfectly before you strike it with your hammer. And like I say, just another area that you can kind of save at the machine shop that was kind of intimidating for me, but once you get into it, it's pretty straightforward. Hope this helps. I guess one other thing too, when you get this all done and mocked up, I'm going to lay a 3/8 inch drill bit across the top of here with a little bit of tape, and then I'm going to put some white grease over the top of it Then I'll set my oil pan on there, just mock it up, take my oil pan back off, and if there's grease in the bottom of the oil pan, if I can see white grease there, I know that my distance is not quite right, and I'll have to manipulate this again so that there's a little bit more distance there. You want to be about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch off the bottom of the pan. So once again, hope this helps. Don't be intimidated. Don't give all that money to the machine shop when you can just stick it right back into your motor.